Hey there. Well, I hope everybody is having a great weekend. Mine's been pretty decent, nothing spectacular, but I'm going to show you right now. My restaurant patrons, my Rooster restaurant patrons were here today. And I was able to capture them because there was quite a few out there. I think I counted 13 or 14 or something. I can't remember now. It was earlier today, so I forgot, but there was a lot of them there. So anyway, they were just out there, and the little babies are getting a little bit bigger now, so I was able to capture them as well. So take a look. All right, so as you can see, I have a lot of restaurant patrons today. Look, there's the babies that have gotten much bigger. Look at that. Aren't they pretty, though? They really are. There's Red. Hey, Red. Him and his little short legs. Yeah, I figured since there were so many of them out here, I think I counted 13 altogether with those babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 now. There was 13. There must have been one that ran off. Because that big one right here, the one flapping his wings, he's the one that wants to run everybody off. All right, y'all, chill out. Y'all are crazy. Yeah, this is my daily thing here. All my restaurant patrons. Look at that. They're funny. I guess they're all done eating. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. All right, don't you go over there being mean. Don't you do it. Don't even think about it. All right, I just thought I'd share that. Weren't they cute? I just love them. I'm telling you, I love it when they show up. It's just, it's a trip when I look out there because I'll hear, a rooster making sounds outside the window. And then I go and I look out, and I'm always surprised when I see, all these roosters. I hope I don't have like powdered sugar on my face. I'm getting ready to get to that in a second. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen that many out there. I mean, there's still usually every day quite a few that are out there at one time. But this was the first time in a while that I've seen so many at once. So I figured I'm just going to go ahead and record this since they're all out there. And I enjoyed, feeding them through the to-go window as I do. So that was just a trip. And the powdered sugar thing is, I was sitting here and I don't know why. I was like really in the mood for chocolate pancakes. And I've got this pancake mix in there. But I was thinking, well, I don't have any eggs, and you're supposed to add an egg to it. But then I thought, well, I do have my quail eggs. They're tiny, but I Googled it, and I looked it up to see, how many quail eggs will equal like one regular egg. And it said usually about 4 will equal 1. So I was like, okay. So I made up the stuff. And first, I put it in the refrigerator at first because I happen to actually like the chewy kind of pancakes. I don't like them light and fluffy. It just irritates me so much whenever I go to look up like pancake recipes and stuff like that. And they're always like, oh, these are the lightest, fluffiest pancakes. And I'm like, ugh, I don't like them like that. I know I'm a little strange, but that's okay, I'm just one of those people. I'll tell you, the pancakes that I like the best, hold on to your seats, everybody. You're going to go, huh? I'm telling you, the pancakes that I like the best are McDonald's pancakes. They have the right consistency. there's something about them. They've kind of got that rubbery, sort of chewy kind of texture to them. They're not light and fluffy. They're not cake-like. You know, they're just, and I think they call them hot cakes or something at McDonald's. It's been years since I've had any because there aren't any McDonald's anywhere near where I live. So I haven't had McDonald's, and God, I can't even remember. It's been several years since I've had any, or any McDonald's. I haven't had the hot cakes, whatever they are, for God, I don't even know how many. But anyway, those are the kind that I like. I like them to have that effect. And a while back, I was making some pancakes with that same batter, that same mix. Excuse me. We ought to be hearing the gate soon, too. And I had made up the mix, the batter, and I put it in the refrigerator for like a half an hour or something. And when I made them, they actually turned out kind of rubbery. They were the kind that I like. So I did put them in there, you know, a little bit. But what I did was I took that mix and I added some cocoa powder and then also some powdered sugar into the mix to kind of sweeten it up a little bit, because I don't want syrup poured over it or anything. I don't want any syrup. What I would prefer to have with chocolate pancakes is whipped cream, but I don't have any whipped cream, and I don't have the ingredients to try to make any homemade whipped cream. So I just thought, well, I could just put some powdered sugar on top, you know, just to kind of liven it up a little. So anyway, that's what I did. I made some, but I didn't leave them in the refrigerator very long, the batter. And so when I was making the things, they were almost like crepes or crepes, however you want to say it. Some people say crepes, some people say crepes. If I don't do something with this, it's going to turn off. I don't have my fireplace thing going to keep my laptop from shutting off. Anyway, they were really thin, just like really flat, thin. I don't know, but they were okay. You know, I sprinkled the powdered sugar on top, and they were decent. I mean, they were all right. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but not too bad. But yeah, I did have the powdered sugar, and it was kind of going everywhere too. So I thought, you know, I don't know, I might have some still on me from from eating it and making a mess with it. But not bad. I would prefer chocolate chip, you know, like chocolate chip, or it's chocolate pancakes with chocolate chips inside, some whipped cream. That's what I really would like to have, but I couldn't do that. So I just did the best I could with what I had. But it was relatively satisfying because I was really wanting the ice cold milk that goes with it. Oh God, me and my milk addiction. I'm telling you what, I love my milk. I do. And I was really wanting some, and that was like the perfect thing to have milk with. And it made it okay that I didn't have anything to moisten it. Because like I didn't want to put butter on it or anything like that. I wanted just the chocolate and the milk, you know, together, the chocolate pancakes and whatever. So, but yeah, I mean, it was all right. But I think next time maybe I should use like a regular egg, because I don't know, maybe I should have added more eggs to it to make it not so flat. Because that could be why it ended up so flat like that. But I don't know. It was still good. But I did not share that with my restaurant patrons. They've already gone home and it's nighttime. But I was kind of hungry, you know, and I just thought, well, let's see what. And I don't know why I felt like having that. I haven't had it in ages. So I don't even know what made me think about it. I don't remember seeing anything, anybody talking about it. But anyway, that was good. So other than that, I have ordered myself, because first off, I went today up to the 20 baht shop, where everything in the place is 20 baht. Which is like 50 something cents, I think, in the conversion. And I bought myself some furniture socks. They're these little socks that you put on like chair legs or desk legs, which I'm using them on my new desk that I bought. Because since I don't have wheels and I need to kind of move the desk around versus trying to always be picking it up, which is going to put, it's going to pull on the top because the way it's designed, it's like in order to pick it up, you're picking it up from the top of the desk and it's just screwed in, and I don't want to like keep pulling on it and whatever and messing it up. So I thought I'd rather just kind of slide it around, because generally if I am, tell me that's not lightning. The cat lightning. I swear I think I hear him meowing out there. He was just in here. Anyway, when I do move it around, I'm not like moving it all over the house. I'm generally just moving it right around in this little area here when I'm making my ASMR videos. And so I just need to be able to move it a little easier. And these kind of help to slide it on the floor a little bit better. And it's supposed to help with scuffing, not to scuff up your floor and whatever. So anyway, I got these and I thought they were really cute. I can try to show you. I don't know if I'll be able to. Let me see if I can show you this or not. I don't know. Oh crap. This thing, see, hang on. See, I have this on my stand. So hold on just a second. All right. You can kind of see them. Desk socks. So yeah, those are my desk socks. But I was looking on Lazada. I'm going to try to get this back on here without, oh God, sorry. Trying to get this back up here. I was looking on Lazada because they sell these on there. And they had some that were like cat legs. They were so cute. So I had to order them because they're really cheap. It's not like I'm spending a ton of money on these things or anything. But so I ordered 3 sets of 4 because they come 4 in a set. Obviously because they're for a table or a chair. And they're like different cat prints, like looks like cat legs with little cat paws on the bottom. I thought they're just too cute. I gotta get them. So I'll be showing you those once I get those here, because I just thought they were adorable. But I love it. I don't know. I just think that's really neat. Desk socks. And I figure too, I can put them on, since I'm going to have several pair. And I actually bought 2 pairs of these. I bought this with the orange and white stripes. And then I also got a pair of blue and white stripes. But I can switch them out, wash them, I mean, they're fabric. They're just like regular socks, only they're made for legs of tables and chairs. So I figure I can switch them out and I can use them on other things, as well, if I want to. So I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Whoever thought that up was kind of smart, I think. I mean, I think it was brilliant because it looks cool and it definitely, is going to protect your floor from, getting scuffed up or whatever. So, hey, works all the way around as far as I'm concerned. So, other than that, there wasn't really a whole lot going on today. I went out, on my errands, went to that 20-baht shop and whatever. Didn't do much else. It was actually really nice temperature-wise outside today. I mean, oh my gosh, when I went out, I was just like, oh, this would be a great day for a bike ride, except that the sky was getting pretty dark, and I thought, and we did have some rain on and off. It didn't rain as much as I thought it was going to, but it did start raining right after I got back from my errands. I was like, ooh, I definitely went at the right time, because if I'd have waited, I'd have definitely gotten rained on. But it was kind of sporadic, so it was sort of on and off all day long. So I didn't really get to go back out and do any bike riding, but I would have loved to, because it really, oh God, it really was just absolutely sensational. The temperature was just right. I mean, it was not hot, it wasn't cold, obviously. I mean, it's very rarely do I ever say it's cold here. Sometimes it'll feel cold to me just because we have such hot days that when the temperature drops, even 10 degrees, sometimes you can be like, ooh, it feels chilly just because it's such a significant change, but yeah, it would have been a wonderful day for a good bike ride, but I just couldn't go, not knowing what the weather was going to do, and I really didn't feel like getting rained on. If I had gone out and gone like in the far end of town or something. I think I just saw a lightning bug outside. Saw the little flash. I always like lightning bugs. I always think I don't know, some people call them fireflies. We called them lightning bugs at, where I grew up in North Carolina. But I used to see them all the time in the summer. I mean, they would just be all over the place. And I just thought they were so cool. I don't know, there's something just really neat about the fact that they have these lights that come on, It's like, wow, that's so cool. So yeah, that's me. I'm just jumping from one thing to the next as usual. But that's pretty much how I work. I do think about, oh shit, hang on. I was watching a video, and they happened to be talking about a murder case from North Carolina from like years ago. Yeah, I watch a lot of true crime, so here I am jumping subjects again. And I've talked about this before, or mentioned that, I do watch a lot of true crime stuff because I find it very fascinating. And I definitely find like forensics and things like that extremely fascinating. I am just like blown away sometimes at the seemingly insignificant things that will solve a case. I mean, it's like things that they will find. I mean, I'm somebody who's pretty detail oriented. I think I've always been pretty detail oriented. I've always been somebody who really like looks deeply into things, and tries to, like, I've always enjoyed doing seek and find puzzles and things like that, or things where they've got like a picture and there's like all this stuff in the picture, and you're supposed to go, you're supposed to look and find certain objects in the picture and things like that. I've always done pretty good with those things because I'm very, you know, tuned in, honed in, tuned in, whatever you want to call it, into what I'm looking for. So I don't know, maybe that's why I'm fascinated by forensics, but I can't even imagine how difficult it could be to be looking at a crime scene and to pinpoint such minute little things like, a fiber from a piece of cloth, or a hair strand, or a hair follicle that's broken off, and or a speck of something that, you know what I mean? It's like, it's mind blowing. It really is quite fascinating. And so, yeah, I'm following cases that are going on right now, ongoing things. I'm always interested in watching, cold case things where, somebody does a story about some case that's been sitting there for 50 years, and they still haven't solved it, and they're still looking for answers, and, whatever. Or cases where they've been cold for 50 years and now they've been solved because people actually kept the evidence locked away somewhere, and someone came along now that there's DNA and things, that they can look at that they didn't have back when that case happened. And they're able to go in and get these cold cases and solve them from, DNA that they're able to collect from, you know, the evidence that was there and stuff like that, or, you know, people that they, you know, Jane Does and John Does, that they didn't know who this person was for decades, but now they're able to do DNA, you know, testing, and, you know, are able to find relatives that are still around and things like that, and find out who these people are. It's just, I don't know, it's fascinating. It's just very fascinating. But yeah, these cases that are going on now that I'm really watching, I'm still very much watching the Delphi case. That one is like, oh God, that one has really just taken me over for a long time, because I'm just like, the whole thing is just so bizarre. And I mean, I don't know if any of you watching this have any idea even what I'm talking about, but really fascinating and horrible, and hopefully is going to be solved soon. They have somebody that they have in custody that they say is, you know, they've charged the guy with murder. Now, whether he's the one that actually committed the murders, who knows? We don't know yet. But he supposedly is involved. And then the other one is a more recent case, which is the Idaho 4, which, oh my Lord, they've got somebody in custody for that too. And I think they've got the right person just from all the stuff that's come out. I think it's the right person. But anyway, but I don't know. I mean, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. And for both of those cases, it hasn't gone to court yet. So, you know, they're still considered innocent at this point until they've been proven to be guilty for these things. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I've rambled on for 20 minutes, and it's a Sunday, so there probably won't be anybody watching this. So I could be talking to just this wall right here. I don't know. But if you do happen to be watching, I thank you. I appreciate it. And I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. So I hope you'll come back. And I am wanting to do a live stream soon. I know I keep talking about it, but one of my followers that wants to watch my live streams, he said he couldn't be here. Tan Man. Hey, Tan Man, if you're watching. He said he couldn't be here this weekend or whatever. So I didn't want to do a live stream that he couldn't be here for, because he said he'd like to watch my live stream again. So anyway, I hope to get one done soon, or to try to get one up, or try to do one soon. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't make no sense half the time. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. So have a good one, everybody. Bye.